Okay, in this video we have the Spanish Star BM 9mm pistol. While this is not really a concealed carry or a defense gun, and as far as surplus, it's not so much military surplus as a law enforcement gun. And basically what the BM is just a shortened version of the B, which would be a 1911 style pistol made in Spain in 9mm. This was a law enforcement version, the BM, just a smaller one. And basically that's where, when they came in as surplus, these are police surplus, not so much military surplus. Okay, and some of them still have the police markings on them, but like this one, they machined off the property marks. Okay, I bought this gun quite a few years ago when they first come in. A huge batch of them come in. They're all over. They weren't that expensive. I bought it for my collection of Star pistols, and I brought it home, and my wife looked at it, and we went out and shot it. And immediately, my wife really liked this gun and shot it well. So when we went out recently here to test some guns, I said, why don't you take something just you like to shoot yourself? And I said, bring that BM out. You haven't shot it in over a year, maybe a year and a half. I said, come on out and shoot it. So we brought it out and kind of went through a quick thing of shooting, and the reason I'm making the intro. What happens is when I go and test these guns and try to test all these several guns at once, you know, when you get to the second, third one, that's where you start kind of screwing up. But my wife took it out. And the unusual thing is I don't remember this ever having a light strike. Okay. But for some reason, my wife had one or two, and I had one. And I don't know if it was because I checked the firing pin and stuff out on this. It protrudes. If it wasn't quite locking in the battery again, and I will mention the ammunition. Okay, I've had issues with this post-COVID ammo, after the big rush and when it started coming in about a year ago. A lot of the ammo, I think the factories were cranking out so much so fast that quality kind of went under. Okay, it was a dog-eat-dog world out there once the crisis kind of tapered down. And I mean, companies are producing everything, firearms and ammo, especially 9mm. And I never had issues with this gun, at least I don't believe I did. You know, these old surplus guns are a little finicky, and every now and then they'll screw up or not feed, but I don't remember having light strike issues. Okay, so we ran this, did some shooting, I put some rounds through it, so enjoy the video, and you know guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll have more upcoming videos on shooting different firearms, be it, you know, for concealed carry, old surplus guns and that. I'm going to try to get the channel back up to speed again. Alright, so thanks for tuning in and enjoy the video. Alright, we got the Star BM here. This is the wife's favorite gun. Gonna let her rattle some rounds off. We're using Norma range and training 115 grain ammo. Okay, so you had one light strike on you, huh? Alright, we'll take a look at that. Okay, as for the accuracy of the gun, again, my wife isn't exactly a pistol marksman. I think it's been over a year since she's fired that handgun. But still, from a defensive point of view, at, 7 yards, she could hold her own, in terms of self-defense. So, not too shabby. I'm going to give it a try and see what happens, and then we'll look at what that Norma range and training ammo, what that problem was. Alright, this handgun, since I bought it, really never gave me any trouble. The BMs are just a shortened law enforcement version of the Star B gun. They were quite common a few years ago, and the gun functioned flawlessly. And we got a light strike with the Norma range and training ammo. I bought a case of this, and in a lot of my striker fired guns I had issues with it. I would avoid this ammo. Blazer Brass is now in stock, a lot of this foreign stuff. So I'm going to give this gun a whirl. And now I'm using MaxTech 124 grain cartridges, and we'll see how this works. Huh. Appears to be a light strike. So we had a failure to feed all the way and one light strike, which this gun, I brought this gun pre-COVID using all kinds of different brands, my reloads of pre-COVID ammo, and now we got issues. So you can say whatever you want, I just believe the quality of some ammunition made here recently isn't that good. Alright, let's go look at the target. A little getting used to, but as far as I'm concerned, this firearm, for what I paid for it and how it functions and shoots, is well worth it. Now, in the years that I've owned this gun, and me and my wife have fired this gun, this few times we've had any of these light strikes or failure to feeds or anything. So again, I think the reason is the cases aren't getting picked up right, and the gun's really, the light strikes are probably, the gun is somewhat almost out of battery, I believe is what it is. That's what's causing it, because that firearm shouldn't be given light strikes. So again, the quality of this new ammo is questionable at the least, which on the shelf here for the next few years might be problematic. Let me go Tell you what, I'm going to put them 2 light strikes in there and see if I can get them to go off. Alright, I got my 2 light strikes in there. Yeah. So I'm going to say somewhat the quality of the ammo, because this gun really has never given me any problems. So there you have it. Alright guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned.